Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. So, like I said, we're just going to be on the mat for most of today. So we're going to start really nice and easy peasy and just sit down. Your legs are going to be straight. If it feels comfortable for you, you can dorsiflex the feet, or if you would prefer to pointer flex, that works as well. I'm going to sit up really nice and tall, shoulders down and back, but extend my arms about shoulder height in front of the body. From here, take a really nice deep inhale, and as I exhale, just roll forward, articulating the spine one vertebrae at a time, as far forward as I can. I'm still reaching with the arms, but the shoulder is staying back in that socket. If when you come forward, it's helpful for you to say grab the toes, the side of your feet or your ankles, just kind of deepen that stretch on our spinal column, that's okay as well, because again, this is just our warm-up time. Really get that body ready for our day. I'm going to take a nice deep inhale, and as I exhale, start stacking my spine up one vertebrae at a time until I'm sitting nice and tall again. From here, I'll take an inhale, and again, exhale, just diving forward and trying to challenge myself for this time when I'm forward to see if I can go a little farther forward than I could the first time. Again, just stretching that body out and getting it warmed up. You might feel the back of the thighs and the legs talk to you a little bit, and that's okay too. Nice deep inhale, exhale, slowly start to stack that spine up one vertebrae at a time. We'll do one more forward fold like this, and then add on. So inhale, exhale, diving forward, really rounding and reaching that spine, trying to stretch those hands as far as they can, or again, if you'd like, you can grab the toes, the feet, or the ankles, to try to help pull yourself forward. Just hang out here for a minute, and then with my next deep inhale, exhale, and stack that spine up one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. So now we'll inhale, exhale, again, dive forward. But this time we're going to add on to this. So when I'm as far forward as I can, I'm going to start on my right side and try to lift my right shoulder and right arm to the sky. My gaze is going to follow. And it's okay if you don't get very far. That's fine. I'll take a nice deep inhale, and as I exhale, come back to center. And now let's do this on the left side. Now exhaling and lifting that left arm and gaze to the left this time. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, come back to center. And again, just stacking the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Let's try that again. Diving forward and rotating to either side. So inhale, exhale, diving forward, stretch, reach as far as you can. Once you find that full extent of your stretch, exhale and rotate to the right. It's okay if this arm doesn't get all the way up because we are forward folded. I'm letting my gaze come up to the sky. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, come back to center, and now going to the left. So exhaling and reaching and rotating to the left. My gaze is now going to the left side of the ceiling and hanging out here. Inhale, exhale, back to center. Then slowly start to stack that spine up one vertebrae at a time. Once we're back to seated nice and tall, I'm actually going to put my arms behind me. I have a gentle bend. This is going to start to warm up our core, but the hands are behind us for balance. Once you're here, lift those legs up so that if I took the arms out of the equation, I look like I'm in a teaser position. So again, this is for the core. I'm going to take a nice deep inhale, and as I exhale, start to make a circle with my legs, and then inhale and make the other circle. I'm just making circles with the legs. And again, if I needed to, I could take these arms out of the equation and really feel that intensity in the abdominal cavity. But again, I'm just keeping my hands here just for balance. That way, if we accidentally roll backwards, we can catch ourselves. Now let's go the opposite direction. So exhale and then inhale. So now my circles are going the opposite direction. It's okay if they're not a perfect circle. Maybe they're a little egg-shaped this morning. And you should also start to feel those legs. So it's a lot of core and legs. If you sit a lot, those hip flexors might be talking to you, and that's okay. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Two more. So exhale, inhale, last one. Exhale, inhale, bend, set the knees on the ground. If you need to, you can rock those knees side to side. If your hip flexors are really crabby right around now, you can also hug forward. So hugging the knees compresses against those hip flexors, and if they're tight and bumpy, it really feels good. So we're just have one more of those little bad boys, and then we'll move on. So again, I'm going to lean back, lightly have my hands on the ground, legs come up like I was doing that teaser, and now give me some double leg lowers and lifts. So again, if I took the arms off the ground, I'm holding my teaser and really feeling my abdominals working hard for me. But again, if you want that balance, you can keep the arms back behind you. Let's do 4 more. So 1, and then 2, and 3, and 4. Beautiful. Set those knees down. Again, if you need to, hug forward, rock the knees side to side, whatever feels good for your body. From here, we'll just go ahead and lay on back and stretch those legs out for a minute. So this will make a lot more sense here in a second. Arms go up to the sky, tuck your chin, nice deep inhale, exhale, chest lift up, and then back down. And exhale, chest lift up, and back down. Just getting these kind of upper abdominals warmed up a little bit more. Perfect. Give me 3 more. So this is 3, all the way down. This is 2, and of course, our last one. Beautiful. From here, slowly bring one leg up, and then the other leg up. So now both legs are up to the sky. Now let's try our chest lifts. So chest lifting up and down. Trying to keep the legs as still as possible. Don't worry, here in a second, we'll move the legs and get them involved. 2 more. So this is number 2, and then this is number 1. Perfect. Come on down. Now with our legs, I'm going to lower one leg to a 45. One leg stays at a 90. Inhale, prepare, and as I exhale, my legs are going to make little semicircles as they trade locations. So for those of you, sit up a little bit so you can see better. For those of you who have done this in class, we typically do this with legs in straps, and they're called helicopters. So I'm just making a little semicircle back and forth with those legs. You'll probably feel the hip flexors start to talk to you a little bit, and that's okay. Beautiful, ladies, just like that. Give me 2 more, and we'll take a break. So 1, 2, and then if you need to, you can hug those knees into your chest. Maybe rock side to side a little bit. Again, those hip flexors were probably talking to you a little bit. All right, so shake it out, stretch it out, because now we're going to combine the chest lift and our helicopters. So if I start with one leg at 90, one leg at my 45, as I chest lift up, swap the legs. And as I chest lift down, swap the legs. So as I come up, I swap. And as I come down, I swap. And again, if you need to support the arms with your head, or pardon me, head with the arms, you can. Or if you just want to keep the arms at your side. 2 more. 1, and 2, and come on down. Again, if you need to, hug those knees to your chest, rock them side to side, whatever feels good for you and your body. Now go ahead and bring these legs to tabletop. And I'll move a little closer, so hopefully you can see what that looks like. So keep the legs on tabletop. Now when I chest lift up, pause, side crunch to the side and try to tap your calf. Come back to center and down. So chest lifting up, crunching to the side to touch the other calf, back to center and down. And I'm not getting any rotation with this. When I crunch, I'm just trying to bring my lower ribs and my hips together as I come up. So really getting into those obliques for some calf taps. Perfect. So up, over, back, and down. Give me 2 more. Up, over, back, down. Last one. Up, over, back, down. Beautiful. So now I'm going to bring my hands to the outside of my knees, hug my knees into my chest. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, roll like a ball up without the feet touching the ground. Now your feet can touch the ground. I'm going to sit my legs, if you have a yoga mat, a little bit lighter than your yoga mat, as long as that feels good on your body. For those of us without a mat, as wide as you'd like. Arms are going to be at shoulder height. Nice deep inhale, and as I exhale, just diving forward. Kind of like how we did a little earlier, to just get that nice stretch. You might feel the backs of your legs a little more intensely now. And if we don't feel it as intense as we would like, step those legs out and try to deepen that stretch. We're just going to hang out here just for a second. So nice deep inhale, deep exhale. With my nice next inhale, as I exhale, stack that spine up one vertebrae at a time, and go ahead and come into a Z-sit or mermaid sit. Now, if this bothers our knees, the one leg can be out to the side or in front. So if one knee doesn't particularly bend as much as its neighbor, we can go ahead and make that modification. So in this case, my left shin is in front. So I'm going to put my left hand on the ground, right palm to the sky, nice deep inhale, and exhale, just mermaid over as far as you can. If you can come all the way down onto that left forearm, that's great. And back up. And then let's try that again, just going all the way over as best we can, keeping this top shoulder down and back in the socket, and back up. Let's do 2 more, and then we can add on. Coming all the way over and back up. Last one before we start adding the fancy stuff on. All the way over and back up. Beautiful. Now let's try a counter stretch. So I'm going to put my right hand on the ground and go the opposite way. And you're probably not going to go very far. This one is just mainly it feels good, but we don't move very much. So come back up. Now let's add on. So I'm going to do my traditional mermaid over. I mermaid over as far as I can. Now I'm going to rotate so that both my gaze and my shoulders look at the floor. Come back to my mermaid and then sit back up. So let's try that again. Mermaid all the way over. Rotate to where my gaze looks at the floor. Look back at you. And all the way up. We'll do 2 more and then again, add on. So mermaid over. Rotate, look at the floor. Come back to the camera. And then up. Last one. Mermaid all the way over. Rotate back to you and up. Beautiful. Now let's do that counter stretch before we add on. So again, just counter stretch over. See if you can challenge yourself to try to reach a little farther. Don't worry, nothing's probably going to happen, but it still feels really good. Come all the way back up, and now let's add on. So again, traditional mermaid, coming all the way over. Now if you can, rotate as far over as you can to try to bring my right forearm to the floor. If that doesn't feel good, you can be on your hands. From here, I'm going to do some cat cows. So I'm going to try to arch my spine up as high as I can and lower down. So yeah, they're not the fanciest or the prettiest cat cows we've ever seen. We're just trying to get that spinal articulation of lifting the chest up and then tucking the chin. If you feel like you could do this better on your hands, feel free to come up on the hands. But again, we're just trying to rock and massage out that upper back thoracic spine. Give me 2 more. All the way up and all the way down. All the way up, all the way down. Now from here, lift that right arm back up. Come back to look at the camera and up. Beautiful. Now we're going to add on to this. So traditional mermaid over. Rotate. If you can, try to set this right forearm on the floor. And now I'm going to bring my attention to my right leg as I lift and lower this right leg. Again, if I had a cranky knee and I needed to keep that leg straight, I can just do a straight leg lower and lift. But for those of us, we're just going to start with that knee bent for now. Perfect. Just lifting and lowering. Beautiful. Give me 3 more. Let's take a break. So 1 and 2 and 3. Now I can set that leg all the way down. I'm going to move a little bit so I don't whack anything. Now when I lift that leg up, bring the knee forward and then press it back out as far as I can. So I'm pulling this knee into a nice 90 degree and then sending the knee back in line with my spine. Still trying to keep this top leg parallel to the ground as much as possible. Again, the leg will probably get a little heavy and it might droop. So really try to resist that urge for the leg to slowly lower down. Perfect. Give me 4 more. So 4 and 3 and 2 and last one in. Come on down. Set that leg down just for a second. Beautiful. Now bring your awareness to your upper body. Are the shoulders still down and back, or have we completely rounded that spine? How's our core? Is it on? Beautiful. Now let's lift this leg up, extend the leg out, and give me some straight leg lifts and lowers. And again, if I just kind of peek over my right shoulder, this leg is in line with my spine as much as possible. If the leg gets too far forward, I lose a lot of that outer side, outer booty benefit. Up and down, 4 more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Set that leg down. Give it a bit of a break. All right. Now for our next one, we're going to go to circle town. So if I lift this top leg, I'm just going to make circles. And I'm making those circles from my hip socket, not from my foot. Because if I just move my foot, I don't really feel much. And we really want to get those legs working for us today. So 2 more in this direction. 1, 2, and then make those circles the opposite way. Nice deep inhales. Deep exhales. Beautiful. We'll do 4 more of these. So 4, and then 3, and then 2, and 1. Bend the knee, set that leg down. Go ahead and lift that right arm. Come out of my rotation, all the way back up. And again, give me one final counter stretch. I'm just counter stretching over to the right in this case. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, come all the way up. Beautiful. Now from here, let's go ahead and lay back down on our back. And I'm going to scoot my feet quite far away from my booty. So I have this nice long bent lever. From here, my arms are going to go straight up, and I'm going to do what we call a teaser prep. So inhale, exhale, teaser prep up and back down. So I'm just lifting up and down. And it's okay if we don't come all the way up, or maybe those feet need to come up a little bit to help us. That's fine. That's okay. If you need to, the legs can stay straight. So say we're not ready for a bent leg teaser prep yet, that's fine. Keep those legs nice and long. Perfect. 2 more, and then we'll add on. So 1, give me 1 more. This is number 2, and then we can come on down. Perfect. So now, if your legs are straight or bent, we're just going to lift one up the next time I teaser prep up. So what it looks like is I'll inhale. As I exhale, if my legs are straight, I'll bring one leg up and down. Or if the legs are bent, as I teaser up, I'm going to lift one leg up and then set it down as I come down. So again, you can choose whichever feels best for you and your body. And hopefully, as we start to incorporate one leg up, one leg down, we can start to feel those lower abdominals start to talk to us a little bit. Perfect. Excellent. And then come all the way up with the left. Give me 1 more on either side. So 2 more. So 1 more on the right. And come all the way down. 1 more on the left. And come on down. Beautiful. Now, if you need to, you can rock those knees side to side. If your legs are straight, you can kind of rock those, whatever feels good. Because now let's try full-blown teaser. So arms up, legs long, nice deep inhale. Exhale, teaser up. And then slowly come on down. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale, teaser up. And then come on down. If your body doesn't feel ready for that yet, go back to every other one of lifting the legs as I teaser up and down. And if that still doesn't feel good, go back to the first one we started with, where both legs stay down on the ground. Perfect. So 2 more. So that was number 2. 1 more. And this was our last traditional teaser. Come on down. And again, if you need to, shake side to side. Now we're going to add on to our teaser or whatever single leg teaser prep we decided to do. So arms long, chin tucked, nice deep inhale. Exhale, teaser up. Now hold your teaser, bend the left elbow, and rotate to the side. Notice I'm still reaching my right arm towards my toes. Come back to center and teaser down. As you may have guessed, inhale, exhale, teaser up, pause, now rotate right. Still stretching that left hand forward as my right elbow bends. Come back to center and then down. We'll do two more. Teaser up, up, up. Rotate left, reach that right arm. Back to center and down. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, final teaser up. Stretch, reach that left hand, bend that right, back to center, and all the way down. Now, if you need to, hug those knees to your chest. Hands are going to grab the outside of those knees. Inhale, exhale, roll like a ball up. Make sure when you come up and you're rolling like a ball, the feet aren't touching the ground. Now you can set them down and come into that Z-sit or mermaid on the other side. So if you were like me, now my right shin is in front. As always, if this left knee doesn't bend well, it can go out to the side or in front to protect that joint. From here, I'm going to put my right hand on the ground, and then again, just come on over in that traditional mermaid, and then back up. So just stretching and reaching right. If I can, come down onto my forearm, and if not, that's fine. And back up. Beautiful. And then all the way over, and all the way up. We're just going to do two more. All the way over, and all the way up. Last one. All the way over, and back up. Just like before, I'm going to do that counter stretch where I reach to the left. And again, probably not a lot of mobility on the side, but it should still feel really good through this right side of the body. Come back up. Now when I mermaid over, let's have that rotation in. So exhale, mermaid over, and then rotate. Where now my gaze is at the floor and my left arm is forward. Come back to mermaid and all the way up. Beautiful. Let's try it again. Exhale all the way over. Rotate, look at the floor. Come back to look at the camera and all the way up. Beautiful. Exhale, mermaid all the way over. Rotate, look at the floor. Look back to the camera and then up. Two more and then we'll move on. So coming all the way over, over, over. Rotate, back to the camera, and up. The last one. All the way over, over, over. Rotate, back to the camera, and up. Now let's do that counter stretch. So I'm stretching to the left as much as I can. And I'm trying to challenge myself of, can I go farther? The answer is probably no. That's okay. That's part of the fun. Come all the way up. Now let's do our cat-cows. So I'm going to mermaid all the way over. Rotate. If I can, try to set my left forearm on the ground and give me those kind of mini cat-cows. Stretching my spine up and then down. And again, if you need to, you can come onto the hands. It just makes it feel a little more natural and like you have a little bit more range of motion. So again, just listen to your body, whatever feels good. Again, it's not the biggest and the best cat-cow we've ever done, but we're just trying to open and massage that thoracic spine a little bit. Two more. All the way up and down. All the way up and down. Perfect. From here, lift that left arm. Come back to my mermaid. Up and then counter stretch over. Stretching out, 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 out. Coming up. Beautiful. So now when I mermaid over to the right, I'm going to rotate, set both of my forearms on the ground, and now bring that awareness to the left leg as I lift and lower. If I can, keep it bent. If I have any kind of knee problems, I'm going to go ahead and keep the leg straight. Just doing whatever feels best for my body today of lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. Perfect. Let's do four more. So 4, 3, 2, 1. After my last one, lift this leg up, bring it forward to that 90 degree and all the way back into line with my spine. So this leg is coming forward to my 90 and then all the way back in line with my spinal column. Still keeping this leg parallel to the floor again, as most things we do, as this leg gets tired, it wants to drop to the floor. So we're fighting that urge, feeling outer thigh and outer booty. And again, if we just peek over our left shoulder, we can kind of check the progress of that leg a little bit. Beautiful. Let's do 4 more. So 4, and then this is 3, and 2, and of course this last one. And if you need to, set that leg down, shake it out. You might be feeling the isometric hold on this bottom leg. This leg is working hard so that you can stay in that position. Now, if I lift my left leg and extend it, just give me some nice straight leg lifts and lowers. Again, keeping this leg in line with my spine as best I can. If this leg starts sneaking forward, we're getting into a lot of quad. And I really want to stay in outer thigh, outer booty as best we can. Beautiful. Up and down, up and down. Beautiful. 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bend that knee, set it down, shake it out. Again, how's our upper body? Shoulders down and back, core on, where they are now. All we have left is circle town. So I'm going to lift this leg up, and again, just make some circles. And I'm making that circle, again, with my leg bent or straight, whatever feels best for that knee, but I'm using my hip bone. So I'm not using the foot to make these circles. That way I stay in those nice big leg muscles. And we're just going to do this for a count of 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go the other way. You have to do leg circles both ways. We don't have to, but that's how I like to do it. And again, if one direction isn't very circly, maybe it's more rectangularly or oblong, that's okay. Beautiful. Give me 3 more. So 3, and 2, and 1. Bend that knee, come on down. Now I'm going to lift that left arm, come back to my rotation, and all the way up. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to go ahead and roll on over onto my stomach. So for those of us that maybe are newer to prone series, when I'm on my stomach, these hips are going to be neutral to protect my back, and my core is on. So just imagine that you're pulling that belly button up towards your spine. I'm going to start with my forearms on the ground. Nice deep inhale and exhale. I'm just going to sphinx up. So I'm just lifting up until I'm kind of on my forearms and elbows, and then come all the way back down. These arms can be at your sides, wherever it feels most comfortable for you and your body. Shoulders are down and back. And if it helps, you can kind of think of you have a marble under your nose. So I'm going to start by rolling that marble up to in front of my body, and my head and body will lift up and down to accommodate my marble. And it's a silly visualization, but for some people, that's actually really helpful. Give me 2 more, and then we'll add on. As I come all the way up, and then all the way down, and the last one. All the way up, and then all the way down. Perfect. From here, I'm going to move my arms a little bit more in so that my hands are pretty darn close to around the shoulder area. I'm going to curl my toes under, take a nice deep inhale, and as I exhale, press up into a forearm or an elbow plank. And I'm just going to hang out here for a second. So let's hold this for a count of 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower yourself on down. Stretch the legs. Hands can come a little bit wider out. Now sphinx up and down. Now this next time when I sphinx up, pause and just look over your left shoulder and get that little bit of a crunch. That way you can feel relax and the obliques kick on. Come back to center. Now let's look to the right. So I'm looking over my right shoulder, getting a little bit of a crunch. Come back to center and down. Sphinx up. Look over to the left again. Get that little bit of a lovely crunch. Back to center. The right. Get that little bit of a crunch. To center and down. Beautiful. Now again, bring those hands about under my shoulders. Curl those toes under. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, elbow plank up. Now this is as hard as you want to go in terms of planks today. Thank you. Otherwise, I'm going to take my right hand and touch my left shoulder and do the opposite, left hand to right shoulder. If that doesn't feel good, don't do it, no worries. And I'm going to do 4 of these. So 4, 3, and 2, and 1. And then come on down. Beautiful. Now for this next little plank, or wait, pardon me, Sphinx series, as I come up, try to lift the arms up with you. So now rather than pressing yourself using the arms, I'm relying a lot more on my back body to get me up and down. So coming up, 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 pause, and down, down, down. Up, 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 pause, down, down, down. One more. Up, 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 pause, down, down, down. Beautiful. Bring those hands under the shoulders, curl the toes under. Nice deep inhale, exhale, come up, and give me some side to side toe taps. So one foot is moving out to the side and back in. Keeping the core on, hips engaged, and then 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Now try to send those arms back towards my hips where they're hovering off the ground. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, come up into that same Sphinx, and then back down. Come all the way up into that Sphinx, and back down. Perfect. Now this next time I come up, pause, and I'll try to do that same oblique crunch we did earlier, where I'm tapping my left hand to my left thigh, come back to center, and then I'm crunching over to the right to touch my hands to my right thigh, center, and then down. It's kind of like a reverse chest lift, tap, tap. So we'll try it again. Inhale, exhale, come up, crunch to the left, back to center, crunch straight over to the right, back to center, and down. Beautiful. Nice deep inhale, exhale, come up. Last one. Crunching to the left, to center, to the right, to center, and down. Beautiful. So now I'm going to bring my hands under my shoulders again. Nice deep inhale, curl those toes under and come on up into my forearm plank. Now from here, we're going to some shoulder pro and retraction. So lifting my body up to the sky and down using just my shoulders. Up and down, up and down. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down, set those knees down, and press yourself back to a child's pose. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Now, to mix up our child's pose a little bit, if my left hand is on the ground, I'm going to take my right hand and thread it in between my left arm and left knee. Ideally, my gaze is going to go under the arm. However, for the camera and the audio, I'm not going to do that, just so you can see what I'm doing and hear me better. So ideally, you are looking under that left bicep at this hand to really deepen that rotation. Take a nice deep inhale here, exhale, bring that arm back. Now, if my right arm is straight, I'm going to take that left hand and thread it between my right knee and under my left, or my right bicep. And again, hopefully you're peeking under that right bicep towards whatever wall is in front of you, or maybe it's the camera. And again, just getting that nice deep rotation and stretch. So just inhale, and exhale, nice deep inhale, exhale, come back to just a normal child's pose. And if you can, just rock side to side a little bit. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Beautiful. All right, from here, go ahead and spill it over onto your booty, or pardon me, onto your back. I'm going to put my feet flat on the ground, hips neutral, shoulders down and back. And arms can be wherever it feels good for your body for right now. Give me a nice deep inhale, exhale, bridge up, and then back down. And of course, you can hinge or articulate as we come up and down. It's whatever feels good for you and your body. We come up and down. So for some people like me, hinging feels better on my low back than articulation. And if you are the opposite, then completely ignore the hinging and do some articulation. Perfect. But now, again, we're just going to ease into this. So I bridge up, pause, gives me 2 hip pulses, and then come all the way down. Beautiful. So again, hinge or articulate up, pause, hip pulses twice, and then come all the way down. Beautiful. 2 more. All the way up, pulse, pulse, and then down, all the way up, pulse, pulse, and then down. Beautiful. Now let's get the arms involved. If my arms are at my side, as I bridge up, I'm going to lift my arms up just about shoulder height and then back down. Beautiful. Lift all the way up, pause, and then all the way down. Excellent. 2 more. So this is number 2, and down. Last one, up and down. Excellent. Now, if you have the room, try to open those arms wide. You look like a giant letter T from the upper body and your core. Now, as you bridge up, hug a tree, and then come back down. And hopefully we remember how to do a hug a tree. It's been a hot minute since I've seen some of you in the studio, but hopefully we remember this motion or something similar. So come all the way up and down. 2 more, and then we'll incorporate some other elements. So this is number 2, and down. Last one. Up and down. Perfect. Now let's add that hip pulse back in as we hug our tree. So hug that tree up, pause for 2 hip pulses, and then all the way down. So bridging up, pulse, pulse, and then down. 2 more. All the way up, pulse, pulse, and then down. Last one. All the way up, pulse, pulse, and then down. Now, let's see if we can pulse both the arms and the hips. So as I come up to hug my tree, pulse, pulse, and then all the way down. Come all the way up, pause, pulse, pulse, and then down. If that's too much coordination, completely ignore the pulsing of the arms and just go back to focusing on the hips. 2 more. All the way up, pulse, pulse, all the way down. Last one. All the way up, pulse, pulse, and then all the way down. Beautiful. As always, if you need to, rock those knees side to side, whatever feels good for you and your body. Or again, if those hip flexors are grumpy from earlier, you can hug those knees into your chest and rock side to side. From here, I'm going to rock all the way over onto my side. That way, I can totally come up back into a quadruped. So for quadruped, hands are under shoulders, knees are under hips, and my knees are ballpark hip width. From here, give me a nice cat-cow. So for a cat-cow, I'm going to arch my spine up and lower it down. And this should feel good. We're getting that full spinal articulation and range of motion compared to earlier when we were just focusing on the thoracic spine. As always, though, before we go into plank 10, if cat-cows don't feel all that great for your spine, you can do the side-to-side hip wiggle, throw in a downward dog or 2, or if you'd like to go back to that child's pose, that's fine too. So again, just listening to that body and giving it what it needs. Perfect. Take this opportunity to get all those wiggles out, get that spine nice and happy. I'm going to go ahead and come back to my neutral spine, neutral hips, in my quadruped, curling the toes under. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale, just knee hover up. Just hanging out here. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. I'm just going to hang out here for a count of 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those knees down. If you need to, sink back to a child's pose. Take the wrists out. Whatever feels tight, just give that body a little wiggle wobble. Now, if your wrists get crabby whenever we do planks, you're more than welcome to come back to the forearms like we did earlier in the day. So again, this can be as easy or as hard as you'd like, depending on how your body's feeling today. So from here, I'm going to come back to that quadruped, curl my toes under, nice deep inhale, exhale, knee hover up. Now moving just the right leg, send the right leg out and back in, just the right leg. The left leg is still in that knee hover. Perfect. 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, bring it in, come on down. Again, if you need to, child's pose, cat, cow, shake the wrist, shake the shoulder, whatever feels good. As you may have guessed, in a second, we're going to do that left leg. Perfect. So get all that wiggle out. Come back to my quadruped, curl the toes under, nice deep inhale, exhale, knee hover up, step the right leg back, or pardon me, left leg, and then in, out, and then in, out, and in. As you can tell, the right leg is still in that knee hover for 4 more of these. So 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Set it down, stretch it out, whatever feels good. If you need to rotate, give me that cat cow again, whatever feels good. Perfect. Don't worry, we're going to be into planks because I know that pretty sure I'm the only one that enjoys our plank sessions. So, all right. As soon as you're ready, back to that quadruped. Curl the toes under. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, knee hover up. And this time we're going to walk into a normal, full-blown plank. But we're going to do some mountain climbers. And you can do these as fast or as slow as you'd like. Pulling one knee in and then the other. Or if you'd like to run, that's fine too. Just listening to your body and giving it whatever it needs today. Perfect. And we're going to do 8 more of these. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come on down, stretching it out, again, however feels good for you and your body. So take this opportunity to stretch yourself out, give your body whatever feels good before we move on. And then I get to sit on my booty. When I'm on my booty, feet are going to be on the ground, knees bent, hands behind. Now, when we first start this, hands can be wherever feels good. So shoulders are down and back, nice deep inhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to push my hips up to the sky, try and look kind of like a funky upside down table. This is called crab. And I'm going to lower down to hover the booty and then press back up. If bringing those hips all the way up to a nice flat tabletop doesn't feel good, then that's okay. Do not do that. Keep those hips neutral, spine neutral, core engaged as we crab up and down. And alas, I'm not in charge of naming these, so I'm sorry that whoever saw this and thought, yeah, crabs look like that. And we're just going to do 4 more. So 4, 3, and 2. 1 more. 1. Come on down. If you need to, hug forward, shake the wrists, the shoulders, whatever feels stiff. So while you're stretching, I'm going to explain the next part. So we're going to do crab again, but ideally, my hands are going to face the same direction as my toes. So if my hands are behind me, my fingertips are facing this way. That way we can get into the back of the arm in our tricep. So we'll inhale, set your hands down, exhale, come up to crab, but hold the hips up in any manner of height that feels good. So we can bring our awareness to the back of the upper arms. From here, bend the elbows down and up. Keeping those elbows tight, like a little magnet, is trying to pull my elbows in towards one another. So these are kind of like a tricep dip in our crab. That way we're really working the back of the arms. You're probably going to feel the back. You might feel a little bit of your trapezius, your rhomboids, heck, your lats might be talking to you a little bit. Give me 3 more. So 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Set that booty down. Now we really need to shake those wrists out. Perfect. But hopefully you can feel this back of the arm. If not, don't worry. We'll try it again sometime. Those are one of my favorites. So they'll be back in rotation. Now again, hands can do whatever they need to as we go into our next crab. So for my next crab, we'll inhale, exhale, crab up. Leave those hips up as high as feels comfortable. And now I'm going to walk my feet out and in. So out, out, in. If that feels a little too precarious, just walk 1 foot out at a time. So right foot out, right foot in, and then left foot out, left foot in. Or you can do right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. Whatever feels good for your body and what feels good for those knees. So I do know that injury in class today. So don't worry, I'm in a similar boat. Perfect. So let's do out, out, in, one more time. Out, in, set it down. And again, if you need to, hug the knees, take those wrists. Perfect. Don't worry, we just have one more crab situation and then we'll move on. Perfect. So again, give yourself a little break. Hands behind, wherever it feels good. I'm going to move a little bit more so you can see. Crab up. Now if I'm in my crab, pause, step the right foot out and back in, the left foot out and back in. And for this one, we'll just do one leg at a time, just to keep it easy peasy. Because at the beginning of the day, I did promise a kind of easy day for you guys. So out, in. How's our core? Is it on? Are those shoulders down and back? And how are those hips? Are they neutral? Beautiful. So one more either side. Out, in, come on down. And again, stretch whatever feels good. If you need to round forward, take those wrists. If you need to, you can rock the wrists in circles, up and down. Because again, it's a little gnarly on the wrist, so I apologize for that. Perfect. Now, from here, we'll lay on down again, on our back. Perfect. My left leg is going to be nice and straight. My right leg is going to go up to the sky. And my right leg's job is to push down towards my feet. Because here in a second, our hands are going to grab it and try to pull that leg towards my chest. So we have that nice counter pull. So let's try that. Right leg up, both hands behind the right side. Right leg is trying to push down towards my feet while my arms are actively pulling that leg towards my chest. Now, if you can, try to walk yourself up that right leg as much as possible. The left leg might come off the ground a little bit, that's okay. And then walk yourself back down. So again, I'm just walking up as far as I can with that nice counter pull, and then down as far as I can. Let's do one more on this side. Up, stretch, 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 down, and now let's swap legs. So now the left leg is pushing away while my hands are pulling towards me. Hands behind the thigh, pull and stretch, and then try to walk yourself up, and then walk yourself back down. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale, try to walk yourself up, press, 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 and then back down. Try that one more time. Inhale, exhale, come all the way up, stretch, 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 and then all the way down. Perfect. Now I'm going to bend both knees. Left leg will stay where it's at. My right ankle is going to come and rest on my left knee. There's two ways to deepen this 4-point stretch. The first is to take your right knee and press it away from you. So I'm pushing away from my body to stretch it out. That might feel good. If not, the second variation is to take your hands behind your left thigh and pull that left thigh in towards your chest. So pulling in. One might feel better than the other. And maybe it's different than what I'm doing. Maybe it's different than what your neighbor's doing. And that's okay. So just stretching your body out and whatever feels good. If you're super coordinated, you could maybe do a both version of the left hand pulls the left thigh in, the right leg pushes the right knee away. Just hang out here for a second, feeling that nice stretch. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, slowly relax and release the legs. Now my right leg is going to go on the ground. The left ankle is going to set on the right knee. And again, we have our two versions of either A, pressing that left knee away from my body, or if that doesn't feel good, taking my hands behind my right thigh to pull it in towards my body. Again, one might feel different than the other. Say your left leg might need something different than your right, and that's okay. And again, if you're super bendy and coordinated, the right arm can pull the right leg in, and the left hand can push the left knee away. Again, just deepening the stretch. But just listen to your body and do whatever feels good for you. Even if it's different from one side to the other. That's the cool thing about anatomy and about Pilates. So let's take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, another deep inhale. And then slowly with this exhale, relax those legs down. If you need to do one last kind of rocking side to side of those knees or whatever feels good. And then very slowly rock onto my side so I can come up to seated. All we have left is our final roll down. Now, we've been on the ground for a while, so be very careful coming back up. Put those feet down, hands on the thighs as you push up if you need to, or if there's a wall handy, use that wall. I'm going to step back so I'm not the headless instructor. Bring those arms up overhead. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, roll forward like I'm rolling over an imaginary beach ball. Trying to come as far forward as I can. Legs as straight as possible. If you want, you can shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Shake your arms. Shake your shoulders. Shake your belly. Shake, shake, shake. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly start to articulate that spine up one vertebrae at a time. With the head being the final piece to come up.